Are you guys obsessed with witches? And did your obsession start in 1993 with the cult classic Hocus Pocus? Mine did. And now I watch this movie every October and I can't help but buy anything with Hocus Pocus on it. Hi, I'm Enneagram Fox, and I'm a type 4 just trying to be a happier human. I also can't help but type fictional characters in movies, TV, and books. Today we are typing 7 characters from 1993's Hocus Pocus.
It's just a bunch of hocus pocus!
If you have been living under a rock for the past 30 plus years, Hocus Pocus is a movie produced by Disney and follows 3 kids on Halloween night. The kids accidentally bring 3 witches back from the dead and then spend the rest of the night trying to stop the witches from sucking souls out of all the children in Salem, Massachusetts.
Sucking the lives out of little children!
Already, this sounds like a horror movie, but it is not. It's actually a fun, adventurous story that explores the relationship between siblings. Before we get started, I actually have several things. 1, I am saving the witches for last because, let's face it, they are the best part of this movie.
I put a spell on you!
2, I am not including a type for Billy Butcherson. Please do not come at me.
Firefly from hell!
I just didn't feel like I could type him and then come up with a decent explanation to explain his type. But if you do have an idea of what you think Billy is, then please leave it in the comments because I am really interested to hear what you guys have to say. 3, I'm sure you guys know that this movie is not that deep. Now, the characters are very distinct from each other, but we know that most of them, especially the witches, are kind of caricatures.
Damn! Double damn!
Now, I say this in all my videos, but this is just for fun, and these people are fictional. So please be nice because we are all entitled to our opinions, and I have no problem if we disagree. First up is Allison. Allison is the love interest. She's seen as desirable, but hard to get. She comes from a wealthy family and introduces our 2 other main characters to the witch lore of Salem. I think Allison shows characteristics of a type 9. Type 9s are first and foremost concerned with protecting their inner peace. They do this by avoiding conflict and showing an incredible amount of compassion. Because of this, they make good friends and are often content to go along with whatever their loved ones want to do. Allison is a pretty easygoing character. When the witches come back from the dead, another type might say they're good and go home or go straight into fight mode. Allison follows the lead of the protagonist and doesn't show any kind of opinion or obvious point of view. Next we have Danny. Danny is one of the 3 main characters. She's spunky, assertive, and seems to enjoy being an annoying little sister.
What do you call them, Max? Yabos?
I think Danny shows a lot of characteristics of a type 3. Type 3s want to prove they have worth. They often chase after praise and learn how to gain your validation. Often well-liked individuals, type 3s don't mind standing out. I could argue, with myself, that Danny is maybe a type 8 or type 6. But for the purpose of illustrating different types to you guys, I thought it'd be really interesting to look at how she could be typed as a type 3. First, we see her trying to get the attention of her older brother Max. And when he rejects her, she doesn't give up. And this is not to say that Danny doesn't get attention, because clearly her parents both really like her, they seem to give her attention, and even when she meets Allison, the love interest, she seems to really like Danny. When her and Max encounter the school bullies while trick-or-treating, Danny has no problem being assertive and standing up to them.
Information! He's a little leaguer!
Danny is clearly a decisive and outgoing kid, which those are both pretty common characteristics of a type 3 child. Max is our protagonist and big brother to Danny. From the start of the movie, we know that Max does not want to be in Salem. He's originally from LA and misses it. He makes his feelings known by being moody and grouchy and rejecting his parents and even his little sister. But I think Max shows his type 4-ness by wanting a different life and expressing it a lot. A different type may be aggressive or in denial when they don't get what they want, but a type 4 expresses their desire by trying to make everyone suffer because they are suffering. Now we have Thackeray Binks. Thackeray Binks is a teenager who has been cursed by the witches to live as a black cat forever or until the curse is broken. He acts as a guiding voice to our 3 protagonists, Allison, Danny, and Max. I will refer to him as Binks from now on because that is the name that he mostly uses as a cat. I think Binks is a type 1. Type 1s feel a deep need to do the right thing. They want to create a more moral world and they aren't afraid to let you know what you can do to change. From the very first scene, Binks is driven by a brotherly duty to protect his younger sister. When he doesn't and is ultimately transformed into a cat, he spends the next 300 years protecting others from a similar fate and educating Allison, Danny, and Max on the dangers of messing with 3 witches. And now we're on to our favorite witches.
Bubble, I'm in trouble.
I think Mary is a type 2. Type 2s feel a need to live life as helpers. Because of this, they often deny or simply ignore their own needs. I think Mary is a type 2 because she mostly helps her sister Winnie throughout the movie. She's kind of a stereotype of a type 2, but she does illustrate the type 2's need to serve others and not express their own needs. Sarah is a type 7. Type 7s want to satisfy their own needs. This often comes out as being fun and spontaneous. If anything happens to ruin their fun, they will either reframe the negative into a positive or become angry. We see Sarah being fun, spontaneous, distractible, and boy crazy throughout the entire movie. Although Sarah and her sister face going back to hell forever, she doesn't seem super concerned. Instead, she runs amok and is distracted by any cute guys that come her way. Winnie is a type 8. Type 8s want to be in control of their own life. This often comes out as being domineering, self-confident, and decisive. Although they can be very kind and protective to their loved ones, they can also be very independent and refuse to ask for help. Throughout the entire movie, it's pretty obvious that Winnie is the self-confident, strong, leadership type sister. When her and her sister's lives are threatened, Winnie does not back down from that challenge. Instead, she spends the entire Halloween night focused on one thing and one thing only, and that is sucking the lives out of all the children in Salem so her and her sisters can live forever. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did. Please hit the like and subscribe buttons, and please consider buying me a coffee. I really enjoy this content, and by buying me a coffee, that helps me do this more and more. Well, now I've got to go watch Hocus Pocus, so I will see you all next time.